Hi, welcome to Fret Tips, and this time we'll be looking at something that has made my life with guitar pedals a lot easier. And it's these little switch caps that you put onto guitar pedals to make switching easier. Well, first, it makes the switch a much bigger target to hit. And second, it requires a lot less effort as the force you apply with your foot is dispersed over a larger area, and the weight of the cap helps a bit too. And finally, the wider cap doesn't poke your foot as you press the switch. Now this final bonus is actually the main reason I started out looking for these caps. A few years back I had a foot injury, a torn plantar fascia, which had me limping for almost a year and required months of painful physical therapy. And ever since then I get inflammations if my sole gets poked by a pebble inside a shoe, or I go barefoot and step on a rock. And the same goes for switching pedals with my bare feet or with my socks on. So I ran across an internet forum with a topic that went something like, "Hey, anybody using these?" And there was a picture of this. And I was like, wait, this exists? And up until then I had been using hard-soled slippers to use pedals at home, and this seemed like a game changer to me. I ordered some, and a month later, because delivery from China takes that long, I finally got them and installed them on the pedal and tried switching with just my socks on. And that was it. The wider cap wasn't irritating my sole muscles, and switching became faster and easier. But the Chinese cap with the two screws at the side, that's an earlier model than this one, warped the switch tip, and the cap fell off with the switch tip. And on an exotic BB preamp, one of my favorite pedals nonetheless, during a gig. So soon afterward I found Chinese caps with 3 screws, like this one, and bought these. And they're much better, but still these are narrower with a flatter top, tiny screws, and they tarnish real fast. And then I came across the Barefoot Buttons, which are wider caps with a rounded top, bigger screws for a better grip, lots of colors available, and a durable quality material. Even the mini buttons have a curved rounded top, which makes them a better alternative to Chinese caps. And these Barefoot Buttons were just what the doctor would have ordered, and I put them on all my pedals and foot switches that have the regular narrow switches. And they even received the 2019 NAMM Award for Best Add-on or Accessory. And considering how much these have improved my work with guitar pedals, I'm not surprised. Switching during a gig is faster, more accurate, with less effort and more reliability. Just a quick demo to check it out. There's a few things you should watch out for before you order one. Now first, there are pedals with a rounded switch cap, like a lot of tap tempo switches and on many Wampler pedals as well. These need a second version of the Barefoots that you'll find on their site. And secondly, there are also pedals with a wider switch cap, like the Origin Effects pedals, Tech 21s, and the newer TC Electronic Mash pedals. You can order wide bore buttons for those. And thirdly, some switches, like on the TC Electronics tone print pedals, don't clear the full range of the travel of the switch. So you should insert a small piece of cardboard or foam to pad it just slightly so it travels the full length of the press, so that it engages and disengages the effect smoothly each and every time. And fourthly, if you have a protruding LED next to the switch and the button wouldn't clear the switch press, you can order a custom machine or a skirtless button. They have tons of options, including a taller button for easier switching of the back row of your pedal board, so-called tall boys, transparent PVC buttons so they don't obscure the LEDs next to the switch, smaller buttons for when the switches are closer together, like on Chase Bliss pedals, and even custom logos. This one's mine. This is not a paid ad for Barefoot Buttons. There's plenty of alternatives you can get on the cheap, like the Chinese caps, the more Kaolin and Donner PVC toppers, rockboard stompeats, custom wooden caps, etc. However, these, the Barefoots, are simply the best quality switch caps I've found, and I absolutely love them. Check them out, and if you have any experience with these or any other switch caps, put them in the comment below. Be sure to click the tiny thumbs up and subscribe buttons. Stay tuned for more lessons and demos on fret tips.